So as you may have seen recently, a few people have been reposting it. ChatGPT had a function where you could share existing chats, like what I've got on the screen here, with anyone, similar to the way that you could share a Google Doc by giving them the link, and they would read your doc, and then they could make a copy of that doc. In this instance, the shared link appears that someone maybe didn't configure robots.txt correctly or something, and that's allowed Google to go and index all of these shared chats, which is a bit of a problem. So ChatGPT, you've gone into damage control mode, ripped the functionality out. You can't see it anymore. It's so fresh that it's in the documentation as a feature, but no longer available. However, some security researcher has found all of those links have been put into archive.org naturally. So the only way to fix this is to go into your settings. Once we're in settings, we go into data controls and see where it says shared links. Try and say that 5 times quickly. Hit manage. These are your shared links. Now, this is way more than I realized. I thought that I'd only shared 1 or 2. Shows what happens over time. And I've been using it since, April 20 was the earliest. So all these chats. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is go and delete these. You're watching my reaction live. And hopefully it doesn't delete the actual chats. Interview questions, yeah. Oh, I wonder what I was doing there. All right, so there we go. That should be it, hopefully. If not, well, at least they weren't too sensitive. Good luck. Hope it works for you. I've just written a report called How AI Agencies Get Breached, and this report gives you 3 stories of some data breaches that could have been avoided if founders of AI agencies had implemented some basic cyber controls and some controls for the AI platforms that they've built. And I really want you to take a look at this report so that you can get ahead of the curve as we start to move into the era of people using AI to perform hacks, to perform data breaches. They're already doing it by writing better phishing emails, and also they're using jailbroken LLMs to create code and malware and bad stuff that is going to be used to attack organizations and attack the chatbots, the workflows, everything you're doing with LLMs in the same way that it's helping you to create better stuff right now. It's also the bad guys that's helping them to create better stuff to attack your stuff. So just to give you a quick look, this is what it looks like. We've got some real life stuff in here. This comes off the back of my 10 years experience in digital forensics and incident response, doing forensics and writing reports after data breaches had occurred. And I've seen some companies go out of business off the back of these, and that's due to the amount of money they've had to spend, and also with some fines that they've been incurring as a result of these data breaches that could have been avoided. So all you need to do is to enter in your name and your email address, and we will send this out to you right away. I've also done an audio recording version, so you can listen to that instead. It goes for about 35 minutes. This is written like a normal forensic report. We've got the headings there and some explanations of what has occurred in the incident. And then there's some recommendations. This is the stuff that's really going to help you to go and secure your agency and secure all these workflows that you've got. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to answer any questions that you've got in regards to the report or just in general. But if you really want to get access to me, exclusive access, if you go all the way down the bottom, you can actually book a call. We can have a 30-minute discussion, and I'll actually go through some of these things. So I'll run you through the vulnerability reality check. So we'll just look at what you're doing at the moment, and we'll give you some risk factors, some areas that you need to improve right now to stop that potential breach from happening. We'll go through a quick custom roadmap. We'll just give you some steps that your agency can use to achieve enterprise-grade security. Even if you're not at that enterprise grade, if you're not paying for all the enterprise-level features, there's still some stuff that we can do for you to lock things down. And then finally, I'll give you an ROI calculation, and I'll show you the cost of inaction. If you don't implement these changes, what is going to happen? What could happen if you experience a data breach? and why it's important for you to follow these recommendations and get started. I'll put a link up. All you need to do is enter in your name and email address, and you get this report. You'll also get the audio edition, and then you'll have the ability to click on the link and you can book a free 30-minute session with me. All right. Thanks.